Hello, today I'm giving you a video that is a little bit different and maybe is a fresh start for the new year, and maybe also a new presentation and introduction of myself. So, I have to say that a lot of people online are talking about slow living, soft life, and so on. And this sometimes makes me uncomfortable. And this is because my life, as many other people's life, isn't slow, isn't soft. Is very difficult, and I can talk for myself because I work, I study, I thrive. I had a very difficult 2025 as a year, and so I wanted to be honest with you, and I wanted to introduce myself again and maybe start something new on this channel. As I am evolving and I am changing the things that I am sharing with you all. So as I said, I wanted maybe to introduce myself again. My name is Stefania. I'm 42 at the moment. I'm Italian, I live in Italy, but English has always been one of my favorite languages since I was very little. So I am using it for my job every day, and I studied in English and for example at Oxford, and I like to share things with the English speaking audience. And so I wanted, as I said, to introduce myself. And I've always thought that I didn't feel really good into this world, into the modern society, into the vintage community. We have a say that is vintage style, not vintage values, and this is true. So, for example, I am a feminist, as I can call myself. I want to fight for rights of people, for example, of LGBTQ plus people, of people of color, of minorities, against all the discrimination. So I don't have this kind of vintage values. But at the same time, I've always thought that I didn't fit exactly into the modern world because sometimes it is too fast. It asks you a lot of things that you can't fully do, that you can't fully achieve. So sometimes I can find this modern world too shallow, too fast, too difficult to fit in. And this is the thing that I want to share with you. This is the base of my channel. So living in the modern world in a different state of mind, I can say that, in which you can cultivate your culture, your creativity, your style, yourself, fully yourself. So not only the things that society is asking you, but you have and you must find your real self, because you deserve to be happy, you deserve to feel fulfilled in this modern world. So I can call myself a vintage enthusiast. I dress as a 1940s, 1950s woman every day. As you can see, my hair is with the same style. I love books. I love Tolkien, hobbits. I love being a hobbit sometimes. My studio, for example, here is full of things from the Shire. But I also have to live in this modern world, as you can do, and you have to do to thrive and to be part of this society. So I would like to share with you what I do every day and how I try to merge everything together. So the modern world and myself, my passions, my job, and what I would like to do in this 2025, 26. So I work. I am a yoga instructor, a personal trainer, but I'm also a journalist and a writer. And I would like to add more cooperation and more jobs as a writer this year. So I'm looking for new platforms in Italian and English to write on. I am working on some articles for this new year. One is really sensitive for me, so I am working on it with a little bit of caution. But I also study. I enrolled in university at 40 again. This year has been really slow because I had a lot of health issues, a lot of personal issues that I'm not sharing with you here because are personal, but has been a very difficult year. I think that my word for the ending year is grief. I'm recording this in the last days of 2025, but I think you're watching it at the beginning of the new year. But my 2025 has been a really rough year, and with a lot of grief, a lot of suffering, a lot of pain. And so in this new year, I would like to reset myself. So as I said, I am studying nutrition and what you can call PE. So we have hybrid university courses here in Italy that merge physical activity and education with nutrition, and I'm studying that because I want to become a nutritionist. But last year has been really slow, so I didn't study much, and I'm a little bit ashamed because I'm paying for university and I didn't do a lot of things. But I know that has been a very difficult year, so I want to study more, and I'm sharing my study path with you. Also, I love books. Books are my second existence, so I live as Rory Gilmore in two words. One is the real world, and the other one is the world of books. And so I love books, and I love to talk about books. In this ending year, I discovered deeply Tolkien and his writing, and I felt completely in love with his writing. And I can say, as I've said many times, that he literally saved my life in the most difficult part of this year. So reading The Lord of the Rings saved my mental health and physical health, because I had the opportunity to escape and to take care of my feelings through that book. So thank you, Tolkien. And I consider him like one of my grandparents. I had just two grandparents, so I can add him as part of my heritage and my ancestors. And also I like sports because it's my job. I like vintage because I am a vintage enthusiast, and I like to talk about vintage dresses, clothing, about how to style your hair. So this will be also again a part of this channel. And I love also spirituality. Yes, I'm a Catholic, but I can call myself not a traditional Catholic, because I embrace, for example, the Italian folk magic path, because it's part of my family. So I come from a southern ancestors path that used to practice the folk magic because it's part of our culture, and I want to know better about that. So also I love to discover how my ancestors were talking with God, with Virgin Mary. Is something that is fulfilling me so much to discover my roots. Also in spirituality. So you can find also that here, and don't be afraid, because a lot of Catholic, mostly not Italian Catholic, but Americans are thinking that we must leave our not Catholic practices on one side, but they are part of our culture. So doing, for example, blessings is part of our culture, and it's not something that is against our religion, it's part of our religion. So don't be afraid, and if you're afraid, I'm sorry for you, because it's something so natural for our Italian southern culture. So the folk magic is something that I'm very interested in, and I'm studying it since 2 years ago. So it's not too late to start again to study something that is interesting you. So these are the things that are for me important, and I want to share these things with you. And I don't have the solution for your life, because I don't have the solution for my life too, but I can say that I can help you, and maybe we can do it together to find yourself and to find a new yourself, okay? As I'm finding myself again in these years. So I want to embrace these things with you and to share with you without magic solutions for your new life. I'm not promising anything, but if you want, please stay with me and maybe share what you're thinking and share your thoughts about your path and what you're asking to the universe this year, because I'm asking for a lot of fulfillment and happiness. And I also wanted to say what beauty is for me, because yes, this is a beauty channel. Beauty is not perfection, it's not being perfect and being fake, but is to share, to be authentic, to fulfill your purpose, to find yourself. And for me, it's important to find beauty in the daily life, in the daily things, in the littlest things, and it's a survival thing. And maybe it's for you too. So this is one thing that I want to share with you. Beauty is important, not as makeup or hair, but as beauty all over yourself. Beauty in the littlest things, like reading a book, like sip a cup of coffee or tea, like watching a movie, like crying for something that is emotional for yourself. So this is beauty for me, and it's important for me to find beauty in my life, mostly in these years full of fear and concerning things, I think, for a lot of people, not only for myself. So if you don't fit perfectly in the modern world, if you want to find authenticity, if you want to talk about books, about cozy things, about yoga, about studying, about vintage, please stay here and share what you're thinking here in my channel, because you're welcome. Everyone is welcome here. Of course, if you're respecting everyone. So everyone is welcome here, but you have to respect the other people that are coming here, because I'm respecting everyone, of course, apart from people that are not respecting others. So this has to be really, really clear, because I want that everyone could find happiness in this life, and my friends have to find their happiness in this life, without fear, without discrimination. So if this resonates with you, please stay here and start this journey with me. As I said, you're really, really welcome, and I can't wait to share things with you. I will share these kind of videos, but also fragments of my daily life, and I'm really excited for all of this.